Obama gets bad news, but it gets worse when President Trump rubs it in his face. By Carmine Sabia, Politics U.S. News from AdWorldNews.com. Today is not a good day to be Barack Obama. He just received some terrible news that will undoubtedly be a blow to his ego. It only gets worse for him as President Donald Trump rubs it in his face, but it's easy to see why Trump is celebrating this stunning announcement. Despite the best efforts of the mainstream media, Hollywood, and political pundits who have been predicting Donald Trump's demise since he announced his run for the presidency in 2015, Trump's popularity has now surpassed former President Barack Obama's popularity for the same time period in his presidency. The president's popularity rating among likely voters hit a whopping 50% on Monday, outpacing Obama at the same point in his first term, according to a new Rasmussen poll. A third of those polls said that they strongly approve of the president's job performance. The poll found that 49% disapproved of the job that the president is doing, with 38% saying they strongly disapprove. President Donald Trump was in the upper 50s in the poll right after his inauguration, a honeymoon period for any president, even though the Democrats did their best to ruin his honeymoon with protests and riots from the day he was elected. He last hit the 50 mark in February in the same poll. Since that poll, there has been an onslaught of negative press, with CNN's nightly coverage leading the charge. It seems that the constant barrage of David Hogg and the other Parkland kids threatening to infringe on the people's constitutional right to bear arms has not had the desired effect for the Democrats. At the same time, in former President Barack Obama's first term, April 2nd, 2010, the poll saw him with a 46% approval rating. His disapproval came in at 53%. The poll was conducted among 1,500 likely voters. A third, 500, were contacted by telephone, and the other 1,000 took the poll online. President Donald Trump celebrated the news with a tweet on Monday night. President Trump's approval rate among the likely U.S. voters hit 50% on Monday, which puts him higher than former President Barack Obama's score at the same point into his first term, according to a new poll he wrote with a screenshot of the story. President Trump's approval rating among likely U.S. voters hit 50% on Monday, which puts him higher than former President Barack Obama's score at the same point into his first term, according to a new poll. Yep. By the Washington Examiner. He was joined by others who helped him spike the football in former President Obama's face. Yeah. Drudge Report. Spring shock, Trump hits 50%. It's higher than that anyway. Charlie Kirk, boom, according to a poll, the most accurate in 2016 heading up to the election. Trump hits 50% approval rating. Hashtag Make America Great Again. Herman Cain, CNN agape as their polls show Trump's approval jumping to 11-month high. GOP midterm hopes slowly brighten. Mike Cernovich, the Rasmussen Report's daily presidential tracking poll for Monday shows that 50% of likely U.S. voters approve of President Trump's job performance. Nick Short, President Trump's overall job approval rating is now running ahead of where Barack Obama's was at this stage of his presidency, Rasmussen Report. The liberal mainstream media will have a tough time trying to spin those numbers to make President Donald Trump look bad, but we're certain there will be some fake news to come from this. You don't need a poll to tell you that. And can you imagine, it's higher than that. With all the bashing from Hollywood and the mainstream media, and yet he surpasses Obama. You know, it's he's anointed by the, you know, I'm getting to believe that. Uh-huh. You know, you can't mess with what God wants. That's it, basically, bottom line. That's where it comes to. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.